Welcome to the No Quit Living podcast, where Monday through Thursday, we will bring you bite-sized episodes to help inspire, motivate, and encourage you to crush your day. Whatever today brings you, make sure you bring your best.
Welcome to episode number 484 of the No Quit Living podcast. I'm your host, Christopher J. Worth, and today's theme of the day is Welcome Back. It has officially been 6 months and 1 day since we released our last podcast episode. Now, that may seem like an eternity for many people, but for me, it's just been a crazy 6 months. We've had a lot of work with the college teams we work with, traveling throughout the country. We did a live event. I was working on a couple of books, which will be coming out hopefully the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year. But I wanted to officially welcome back our listeners that have been very consistent. Many of you have reached out to me over the past few months and asked when we would be re-releasing the podcast. So thank you for your support. And for those people that are finding this podcast for the first time, we truly want to say thank you for checking us out, and we welcome you to the No Quit Living podcast. The statistics of how many new podcasts get released on a weekly basis is absolutely insane, and I think it's only going to continue to grow from here. So the fact that you're tuning into our show, on behalf of Wes and I, we would like to say a very special thank you for that. Over these past 6 months, there's been a lot of changes, both personally and professionally, and we've recorded some phenomenal guest episodes, and we're going to continue with the same format we did prior to when we took our hiatus, where Monday through Thursday, we're going to have 2 to 3 minute quick hitting episodes that will hopefully motivate you and inspire you to start your day, or to motivate you and inspire you for the next day, depending on when you listen to the show. And then each Friday, we're going to continue with our guest interviews. We've already recorded some phenomenal episodes over the past couple of months, and we have some really exciting guests that we'll be recording over the few weeks and months coming ahead. So I'm going to keep today's episode short and sweet, as we have a really good week of episodes laid out. And just wanted to, again, thank you for being a listener of the No Quit Living podcast. For those of you that are new to the show, we would kindly ask if you could please subscribe to the show and leave us a review if you find value in what we put out. And lastly, for the new listeners, as well as our old listeners, if an episode speaks to you and maybe somebody in your world would connect with it, we ask that you please kindly share it with somebody else, because that's really and truly the best way for us to continue to build and grow not only our podcast, but to reach a much wider audience. So, welcome back. I hope you are ready for some phenomenal episodes. I hope you are ready for some incredible guests. And as we conclude today's episode, I would like to positively encourage and challenge each of our listeners to do one thing today for someone else, and do it with absolutely zero expectations in return. And remember, we rise by lifting others up.
Thank you for listening to the No Quit Living podcast. We would truly appreciate it if you could please subscribe to our show and leave us a rating. For those of you that have shared our episode with others, we can't thank you enough, as it helps us continue to build our brand and reach a much wider audience. Thank you for being a part of our No Quit tribe. I hope you crush your day, and remember, we rise by lifting others up.